Gone for a minute, but I'm back. What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy OG Chief. So long story short, I didn't finish those plants from that last post. Those plants didn't end up panning out what I documented, but I did keep growing. I just stopped documenting. But I'm back. I'm about to start a whole new grow by Mars Hydro. So you already know, yeah, I mean. All right, I'm gonna stop messing around for real. Yeah, I mean. Without further ado, I'm back, baby. Shout out to Mars Hydro, Mars Hydro, Mars Hydro. They sent me a 3x3 tent, a 300 watt FC-E3000 light, and a 4-inch inline fan. So with that, I'm gonna get it going. My goal today is to give you guys advice to do this better than I did it because I messed up as usual. So Mars gives you a little pamphlet. That pamphlet actually shows you all the tents that they provide. So when you're going through it, make sure you single out the specific tent to you. Mine is the 3x3, which is a true 3x3. It's 39 inches by 39 inches and 71 inches height. So it's height, tall, whatever. So it's a big ass tent. So when you find the one that corresponds to your tent, all the letters are going to match, and then you're going to be able to know exactly how to match it. Make sure you're getting the right one because the letters are different on a tent-to-tent basis, of course. So once I found mine, it's pretty straightforward if you follow that and trust that. One thing I do want to point out, you see those black bases. Every corner has a black base on it. Check this out because I'm about to mess it up. If you look, I put it not on the bottom, and I had to, of course, change it. So please take my advice. Make sure that you keep the black part as the bottom. Imagine it as a bottom or a top. Of course, I messed that up, so I, of course, had to turn them around. That's the way I do things. But that's why I'm here. I do things wrong so often that I'd like to help you guys do something right. Mistakes. Like, example, I wish I would have put some lotion on them knees. What's wrong with me? I think, yeah. Okay. So, I don't know what I was, anyway. I think I end up putting some pants on right now because I probably noticed. Yep, there I go. I bet you didn't even see how fast that happened? Okay, check that out. All right, so I also eventually realized that I'm pointing the camera at the ground, but it's just a simple follow instructions, man. You follow letter to letter, put the connections in. It literally should take you 20 to 30 minutes, but if you're somebody like me that just makes things harder than they have to be, it's going to take you an hour. Because it took me a solid hour, and I'll tell you why. I'm building the tent in my living room, and it's too big. It is too big to fit through a door. So if you're going to build it in the room it is going to be in. I'm telling you this now. It is a big tent, 39 inches by 39 inches by 71 inches of height. But build it in the room it's going to be in. Trust me. All right. So, by the way, this is me on this beat. I love me some Zap, so I sampled some Zap just to make a little bop. I wanted to bop with y'all, so I made a bop. All right. So, I forgot to mention it. It tells you, but make sure you start top up. Make sure you start from the top. The way it's set it up, if you start trying to put the tent on from the bottom, it will be a lot harder to actually seal it. I learned that in my last grow. If you watch that last video, put it in on the top. You see, I actually got in the tent just to check all the light leaks. It's actually superb, man. No light leaks. I love the way it's set up. It's set up really dope, man. Mars Hydro 3x3 tent, man. It's gonna be fire. We about to really grow something. I currently have a couple of plants right now that I was growing. So here you go. Check me out. I'm so stupid. Look, I couldn't get it through the door. I was so upset. I had just spent like 30 minutes building that tent, and then I couldn't get it through the door. So like I spent another 20 minutes like taking it half apart, just kind of squeeze it through the door. Look, I couldn't even film it. I was so upset. It was so frustrating trying to like play tug of war with that tent. I should have filmed that. That was probably the best part of the segment, really, but I was just so frustrated I couldn't do it. So yeah, I move forward. I pull out the inline fan. This is a 4-inch inline fan. I'm actually going to use it as a outtake fan to get the air out of the tent back into the room. It's pretty dope, man. They've upgraded. Mars Hydro's inline fans have definitely upgraded. It's similar to the AC Infinity, or I think that's what it's called, the inline fan. It's very similar to that one. A cheaper price point though, and it actually, for the lower price point that they're selling it, you get the remote and you get the little. It's like I'll show you guys, but it has like a little thermostat on it. That's the word I wanted, where you can like time it and set schedules on it, and really have full control over the thermostat control with the fan and the inline. It's sick. Based on the humidity that's in the room, you can set a humidity low, humidity high. Anyway, moving forward, I spent too long on that. This light, the FC-E3000, man, it's a 300-watt light. I'm actually going to link this guy that has a dope light test, PAR test on it. It's very true. The actual PAR test wasn't far off of what Mars Hydro tells you it's going to be, man. It tells you it's a 300-watt light, and it's pretty close to it. This is my old tent. You're going to see how small my old tent is, which is supposed to be a 3x3. It's a generic 3x3 compared to this Mars Hydro 3x3. This tent is a 32-inch by 32-inch by 60-inch, I think. That's my 2 OG Kush plants. I'm going to be starting some new plants by Fast Buds too. But look at that new tent. Look at how the comparison. Look how much more that one shits on it. It shits on it. I'm messing around. No, but seriously, man. This is going to be my first time growing some tall plants, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to let those 2 OG Kush plants in there grow really tall. But in the meantime, I'm going to also be starting 2 new grows. So right now I have those 2. In my next video, I'm going to start my germinating process. So stay by. What am I trying to say? Stand by. Stay tuned and stand by. Not like the one dude said. I ain't even going to get into that. So yeah, these are my 2 OG Kush plants. I'm going to be starting a Gorilla Cookies by Fast Buds, and I'm also going to be starting a Purple Lemonade by Fast Buds. I said I'm going to be starting. I've already done it. I'm working on that video now. Man, it's so cool. I'm so glad I get to be back. It's been a minute since I've been making videos. I'm excited to help some people out that are just as bro science as me. Everybody talks so smart about it, and if I can do it, I know you guys can do it. But yo, check out the setup, man. You see I got the exhaust. I used the inline fan that they provided me as the outtake, and I have air going out. I also have an intake fan going in. Got a humidifier in there. I got a fan on the bottom floor just to kind of keep some air rotating. I have a couple of fans pointed at the light just to kind of dissipate the heat. So once again, man, it's your boy OG Chief. I'm so glad I get to do the grow thing on YouTube again. And for everybody that's been in the comments, man, my apologies for not responding, but I will ASAP, like right when this video's over. Holla. It's OG Chief. Thank you again, man. Let's get it. Yeah. Chief.